So the Wolves to start us off here in the men's 20s. And it's a grubber along the ground in what is a fairly rain-trodden surface here at CX Stadium. So the Steelers will get the first set, and there's the first error. Second play.
Definitely slippery. Actually thought that still went back, but anyway, that's the ref's call.
So the Wolves now, they'll just go a quick settle, and I think that'll be alarm bells for both teams to take it easy and try and play mistake-free football in these trying conditions. So here go the Wolves now, a little bit of a dash through there from Bailey Coyne. And now they take a settle one off the ruck and a beautiful dive and a great tag also. The referee awarded, but was just checking his shorts there. So now they'll come to the left edge. And the Wolves now with a bit of razzle-dazzle early and happy to throw it around. So that's the fifth and last opportunity. They're 15 metres out here with a chance down the short side and a switch of play. But nothing doing there, Kieran.
No, look, the kick's going to be very difficult as well today because obviously the ball's not going to bounce. So I would think they're going to be playing a lot of short ball and the defence is going to get tested in these games.
And hard one to pick up too, a ball along the ground in these conditions.
Definitely, and you'll notice the boys are catching a lot of ball on their chest at the moment as well because their obviously fingers are a bit slippery, the ball's slippery.
So they've gone for the early kick here, the Steelers, and you can see it just pulled straight up in that damp.
Yeah, there's no value in it, I don't think, today with these puddles on the ground.
So here go the Wolves with some good field position, but it's not a fast track, that's for sure. So here they go down the left edge, a little bit of a dart from dummy half there, but manages to get himself tagged there. Number 43, I don't know if he's on my list. I'll check that for you for the Wolves, but they've gone to the right edge here.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the last tag option is to run it, you know, through the hands today instead of that kick.
Yeah,
like
metres and field position. Yeah. Maybe you're right.
Yep.
So they've got numbers here to the left, but again, the ball's gone to ground and expect to see plenty of ball go to ground over the rest of the day. So a nice little kick, and it almost sat. It just bobbled over. One little roll over there. Well, that could have been the perfect kick.
Yeah, look, like I said, I don't think there's going to be too many tries scored today. If they are, it'll be through the middle, just through some missed tags and pretty basic short ball stuff, I would think.
So Barlow goes for the quick settle, and they managed to go one off the ruck after that, and some fresh legs come on early for the Steelers. So the Steelers managed to work their way down that eastern touchline, and there goes another kick, and there's no one at the back there, and it looks like it might sit, and the water's actually played into their advantage there, Kieran.
Yeah, it has, and they need to hold them down in this end now and see if the Wolves can get out of their own 10 metres.
So the Wolves are just playing simple stuff, one off the ruck there. And here they go, they managed to go an extra one to the edge, and he's got a bit of pace. He's going to find himself down the western touchline.
Jasper Scobie, he's hit the cameraman. He's taken the cameraman out there, Jeff, with a nice diving tag.
Yeah, that poor guy, he's got to work out there in the rain there, and that was Jack Hegarty that made his way down that western touchline.
You got one tag. Wait, go on. Second, make it. Go too good.
So the Steelers now, they make their way back towards the centre. That time through
they've gone the kick
again.
again.
And again, they're really working the kick. They've got two chasers here, and the Wolves just managed to get across. And
go one. Tag two. Make it. Here we are, holding. Holding. Go two. Inside.
That's not a bad kick there.
so it looks like both teams are going to use that early kick to just get field position and then obviously try and force an error. And yeah, you could see there both teams trying the kick, and it seems to be working for them, Kieran.
Yeah, it can work in your favour because if the ball does hold up, then you know it can work. But you're not going to get the bounce. You're definitely not going to get the pop up.
So the Steelers on the halfway, just inside from this. There goes another early kick. So this is going to be a kickathon.
Wow. I didn't expect that, to tell you the truth, Jeff. So many kicks already in these
Well, it's not a
conditions.
bad tactic, but see, it's about field position. So they've come down here, right? If they can force an error, then they're probably going to come up with a different strategy on the next set.
Yep.
But both teams seem to be playing the same game right now.
Tag 2.
So the Wolves make their way up towards the centre. They're about 15 from the halfway. They go one off the ruck.
They do like to shift at the Wolves.
Go for it.
This time they'll come back again off the right. There's the kick. It's played off feet. 6 again. So they've got an advantage and some great field position from the halfway. So the Wolves now almost into space.
Great tag,
but,
3, Caleb Hall.
He's
Beautiful
just been
tag.
tagged up.
2.
And that was Kong who made that run through there.
Tag 3. Kick coming 15. Hold in. Go for it. Good, mate.
So here go the Wolves.
Tag 4.
Make their way to the middle.
9. Left side holding.
A little bit of water in that area too. But they dart out a dummy half, and this time through Caruso, and it's just gone a little bit too big, Kieran.
Just didn't hold up there.
Kick coming, Wolves. Kick coming.
So yeah, half a metre or a metre can be the difference in great field position or going dead and giving them a 7 tackle set. So geez, that marker, well, he got out of there early, but the refs let it go on, as you can probably hear on your broadcast. So the Steelers go the short side now, and Constable manages to get tagged just there. And here's your mate Trey Barlow, he said to keep an eye on. He puts a kick through, but that water just holds it up again.
Yep.
That's right, that's right. Here we are, waiting, wait.
It's like a game of chess at the moment, isn't it?
It is.
One end to the other. Sue gets
Yeah.
a field possession, make a mistake.
Tag 2, make it. Good now.
So now they'll come to the left edge, double, almost triple pass.
You're holding his tag. Tag 3. Go back to the mark, don't hold his tag.
I think he was playing for a surrender there and
Yeah.
didn't get it.
Tag 4, 1 tag.
So referee Jaden Jobson doing a great job here under some trying conditions and has full control of this game. Good reffing.
Last. Make it.
Okay, so fifth and last has been signalled. The Wolves, one off the ruck. The kick has to go through, but it's only gone 2 metres because it was pulled up in the rain, but he's managed to pick it up and pass it on, and you wouldn't believe it, they've gone over the Wolves early. And referee Jobson blows the whistle, and I think that might have been Sewell Robinson. We'll have a look.
That was a tough pickup too. He did.
Yeah,
well
I
in those
know, and
conditions.
I was waiting for it to basically be a handover because the kick itself, it hit the water and just stopped. And we'll try and get a replay up for you in a minute, but it's the Wolves 1, Steelers 0, and we're about 8 minutes into the first half of the men's 20s. So the Steelers now,
Tag 1, here we are. Go on, good
can
mate.
they answer the question,
Okay, you got to hold.
Kieran? The Wolves' first points here.
Tag 2, mark away.
It was dry weather football, wasn't it?
It was amazing pickup in these conditions, especially because that particular kick, it hit the water and just stopped in its tracks.
Keep coming.
So the Wolves now with an opportunity here. There's been a handover. They've got great field position. What can they do in this set? They're in front at 1-0 over the Steelers. There's a little kick early, but I don't know if that was the right option on that occasion, Kieran.
No, that's a easy turnover there. Now the Steelers shift it right to left to right. Sorry.
Tag 2.
Nice tag.
Just there. Holding. Go 2.
And
Good.
close to this western touchline, which is probably the boggiest part of the track right now.
Make it.
So as a coach, I'll be sending a signal out to keep away from the western side of the field while the water's still holding on the field here.
Make it. Go 4.
So in saying that, there's plenty of water in the middle right now where that kick's gone. So the Wolves, geez, they've got some great skill, both teams here, like they're tapping it, they're still playing with confidence. So we'll have a look at that try replay here in a minute.
Keep coming, good boy.
You'll see here, so the kick goes through there from Manus.
Go for it, good 7.
Oh, a couple of the Steelers players stopped. I think they thought it was a tag, and the ref said play on.
Yeah, and I thought the same, and Sewell Robinson manages to get himself first points here in the men's 20s.
Holding.
So it's 1-0, and we're about halfway through the first half
Inside.
of our quarter-final, the men's 20s. It's the Wolves up against the Illawarra Steelers.
Wait, go 1.
The Wolves are predominantly from the St George area.
Tag
Yep.
two, make it, good work, side.
Steelers from Wollongong, Kiama, Shoalhaven.
Make it, wait, go free.
And yourself, Kieran?
Yeah, I'm from down the Steelers
Yes.
way as well. Yep.
No, you go around.
So familiar with a lot of these players, like you said earlier, start of our broadcast.
It's back where you tap the ball. On the one.
The referee Jobson just telling them to go back and play it on the mark. So here they go, short side, a little bit of contact there, but he's let it go and the tags come off.
Give me space, marker. Go two.
Tyler Johns. So now they'll shoot it again to this western edge, and you can see the water there. She's boggy, but well tagged there by the Wolves. So the Steelers now looking for opportunity, go the short side. It's gone to ground, but it's just stopped in its tracks in that big puddle there. So he said 6 again. It's come off a hand there from the Wolves. So the Steelers now just over the halfway, and they really need to get themselves back into this game. And all the momentum in the last 10 minutes or so has been with the Wolves. They're leading 1-0, and there's been a mistake there, and they've absolutely given him a razzle-dazzle, and he's not happy about it, Kieran.
He's pumped up. Look at him. They're obviously having some words there.
Yeah, they've given him a bit of a spray, I think, for the error. A little bit of niggle got under his skin, and it's back to good old-fashioned Oz tag right now. So the Wolves playing it simple here with some simple settles, and I think they're looking to do something on the 3rd and 4th as they make their way down this western touchline. So here they go, back down the short side. He goes himself on the inside, he dummies and goes, but unfortunately his tag's off, and a great little scoot there by Bailey Coyne, but his tag's been taken by the Illawarra Steelers. So now they'll go back to the eastern side. The Wolves, Parai. Here they go, 5th and last, as you heard by Jobson, the referee there. And that's a changeover. So the Wolves are good end of the completion in some challenges here now for the Steelers to get out of there, Kieran.
Not a bad spot to turn it over there, down that bottom corner.
And like you said earlier, you don't necessarily need the kick. So here they go now with some nice razzle-dazzle down the short edge and a change of play. So they went to go the open, went back the short side, almost pulled off there for the Steelers. So here they come to the open side, and they've got an overlap if they can get it there. And has a little show and go. Dummies goes himself, and Barlow manages to get an offload. And here they go, Steelers into some open space here, and they've got support play. And he goes all the way down, and referee Jobson, he's happy with it, and that's a great try there from the Steelers.
That's a great try in wet conditions, isn't it? Good footwork from Barlow, the 9 there on the right-hand side. They shift to the left and, yeah, score a nice try in wet conditions for the Steelers.
Well, didn't it go through some hands in these trying conditions? And we'll just have a look at the replay here.
Have a look at the footwork on Barlow here, Jeff.
Little Goosey manages to send it back to the left-hand side, and then the number 3, he manages to hold the pass up beautifully for Kane Barnes. He gets the first try for the Steelers. We're all locked up. It's the Steelers and the Wolves in the men's 20s. It's first half if you've just joined us, and we've got about 6 minutes remaining. We're locked up at 1-1 in what's been a good display of football here in these trying conditions.
He's called not played at there, the ref, so change over.
One. Here we are.
So the Steelers now, Charlie Barlow really working around the middle there, looking for opportunity. His footwork earlier managed to get him an opportunity to score. And here they go, this time down the western touch, and he was millimetres away. And he's lucky the tag was off because he just went in a touch at the end of that. But, geez, they're playing with some confidence. So the Steelers now back towards the centre, happy to throw it around. And it looks like the rain started to ease a bit. So there's water on the track, but the rain has eased a little bit to what it was doing at the start of the first half. We've got 6 minutes remaining. Oh, and I love that no-look kick through there. Geez, he's a confident player. You gave us a heads up earlier, Kieran, that Trey Barlow. He's got some little tricks in his bag.
He definitely has. It's a tough pickup there in the conditions as well. So
well, he was looking at us in the broadcast box, and next thing you know, he's towed it through, and his head's looking to the sideline. So some confident stuff here from the Steelers, but his tag's off there, and Barlow's unable to cross over.
not sure what he's called there.
Yeah, I was just trying to... Referee Jobson, love his communication. He's all over this game. What a great young referee. Well done, Bill. You got him trained up well. So here they go. Quick offload, but tags are off. Try line defence. Pretty smart here for the Wolves. We'll have to stay tight. 5 minutes remaining. It's the Steelers in possession here. They're about 12 metres out. A little bit of razzle-dazzle. They come back the other way. But the Wolves are up flat. This time Barlow goes again. He created something earlier, but his tag's off. Plenty of water down that bottom corner too, Kieran.
Slightly forward there. Good call by the ref. And the tags get a little bit heavier too, Jeff, in this water. They fall off a bit easier.
It's like they got lead weights in them. So now the Wolves, they really need to get themselves out of this danger zone. And some simple stuff and some settles. But the Illawarra defence, they're up early, just trying to force an error.
Inside. No touch, no touch.
So the Steelers now in possession after a little kick downtown, the Wolves. So we just have a look at the replay here. And you see Barlow throws that, and it was almost a try. In fact, he gets it down. It was a great completion on touching it down, but the tag was off on Barlow, as you heard from Jobson. It was right on the spot. But the Steelers right now come back here with another kick downtown, and there's one of those diving catches that you do in under sixes, Kieran, because you just love playing in the rain.
He did well to pick that up, didn't he? There, the three.
Della Petra?
Yep, Della Petra.
Della Petra. So Ethan Della Petra with a nice big dive into the puddle. Who knows, he'll probably make the highlights reel. It was that good. And what about this? They've gone in the left edge, but Jobson calls it back and says, no, your tag's off.
You got to wait 82.
Oh no, Malashi Para.
He's communicating well, the ref, with the boys.
Yeah. It's great. Making our job easier too. So they're gone for the early kick again, the Wolves. It seems to be playing both teams throughout this game. And we've only got 3 minutes remaining. We're all locked up at 1-1. I don't know exactly where these teams were placed coming into this 20s quarter-final. Kieran, do you know where
I think it was 2-3, I think. 2v3, I think. I'll have to have a look at that.
2v3.
Have a look, 15. Go through.
So Steelers now. Just the other side of the halfway, looking for an opportunity. Little show and go. Course a player under, goes, the kick's safe, his tags are still on, manages to pick it up, and he finds himself in good field position. Quick play the ball. The Wolves are caught napping. Come back inside, there's a little opportunity near the ditch, but he's almost knocked that on, but he said no, you picked up the ball and the tag was off. They got numbers to the left, but the sliding defence is over there, and there's the error. Kieran, unfortunately, a bit hard to pick up.
Gee, a lot happened in that patch of play, didn't it? I thought it was 6 to go there, but it was the last, and then the boys shifted left and dropped the ball. So the Wolves have got the tough job now of bringing it out of their own 10 metres.
Yeah, so maybe we might see the early kick, but at the moment they're only making 1 metre per play. They really need to make some inroads. There's the kick, but I don't know if it's the right one. But geez, you're confident. What a pickup. And he's giving him a penalty. He played the advantage. I think referee Jobson said late tag on the kicker. So here go the Wolves now with an opportunity. That's the second play in there. Centre field, options left and right. They swing round to the right.
The momentum shifts again.
Yeah, Popeye there. So a little bit of a goosey here, but certainly to no avail for Party. I hope I got the correct pronunciation. Apologies to those that we don't. We've given our name list just before kick-off, and if we're not familiar with the players, we'll always do our best. So here go the Steelers now with an opportunity, and geez, the quick responses from the changeovers, Kieran, they're quite phenomenal in these conditions.
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely not as many errors as I would have thought in a game under these conditions, so the boys are doing quite well.
Well, the men's 20s, I mean, they're certainly at the elite level, and a lot of these boys too, I imagine, playing rugby league.
Yeah, they do.
Codes.
Yeah, they do, and there's a lot of Australian players in these teams as well.
So high representative level, and there's a pass that's gone down. It's come off his foot, but he's bobbled it at the end, and he knows how important that was, and he's a bit disappointed, Samson Wood, in making that error because he knew. And there's a penalty, and he's blown them for being offside, and welcome to all our viewers across the globe. In fact, we've got Daniel McKee has logged on, would you believe, from Brazil. And hello to all those over in Brazil, in Sao Paulo perhaps, or is it Rio de Janeiro?
They're watching from everywhere.
I got deported from Brazil about 10 years ago because I didn't fill out the correct paperwork. That was the only reason. And meanwhile, here goes the Wolves with an opportunity. But welcome wherever you're listening or viewing the broadcast around the globe. It's great to have your company here on Facebook. And here's a kick that's gone through and it's been well diffused and picked up. The siren's gone in the background and the Steelers trying to create something at the back end of the first half. But unfortunately to no avail. Referee Jobson, he blows the whistle. It is half time and we are locked up in the men's 20s at 1-1.
Thanks, mate.
And some great football on display here, Kieran.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the coaches say at the break. They seem to have similar game plans there, didn't they? Kick early, try and make them force a mistake down the other end, and just go in the Steelers' way. I think at the moment Steelers have got the momentum, but we're locked at 1-1 at half time.
And you can see now the coaches just having a little bit of a team talk, and it was just like they had the same game plan written out and passed it over to each other at the start of that first half. But it was exciting watching, under these conditions, a game where they were just kicking it back and forth. And hopefully we'll have a look at the replays in a minute, the highlights of those tries. The first one going to Kane Barnes there for the Steelers, and then Saul Robinson from the Wolves getting the points. So still plenty of people supporting and watching the games right throughout CX Stadium. And I believe Lee Warren's logged on from New Zealand as we go to the replay. So here's the Wolves, and kick through there from Tyler Manus. And you could see the Steelers claiming that the tag was off, but the referee Jobson said play on. And Saul Robinson, he gets himself one and opens the account there for the Wolves.
The Steelers boys just stopped for a moment there. They probably should have just played the whistle.
And talk us through this one, Kieran. This was good footy.
It was great footy, wasn't it? Right to left, the shift all the way. Good footwork from Barlow. He just paused for a moment. That's hard to defend, isn't it?
He looks a bit like Rod Wishart.
He does, and then they go all the way to the left-hand corner. Caleb Hall waits, draws and passes. Safe hands from the winger, and he scores in the left corner. That was a good try.
And good timing. And Kane Barnes from Illawarra gets himself one. Do you think he looks like a young Rod Wishart?
He does, yep.
Came from Illawarra, of course.
Yep, and he plays at the Dragons, Barlow. There's a few Dragons boys in this system.
All right, come on.
So we're getting ready for the second half, and some great highlights there. As we return live now with some live action here, and the Wolves have received it.
Your shirt comes out and a box tag. You need to
Yeah,
hold
that's a
your
hard
pants.
call, that, because you're making the
No,
tag,
hands up,
but the
come
shirt
on,
comes
come on,
out, so
come
it's a real hard one there.
Well, they love wearing these baggy long shorts, and they wear them right down below their hips almost, don't they, the 20-year-old blokes?
Yeah, and they're saturated, the shorts today, so it makes it harder.
Look, I've worked with coaches in OzTag, and there's a mistake that used to promote, because obviously I got daughters, so I was around more the women's side of it, and there was coaches that insisted on a few girls wearing shorts, thinking it was an advantage, but I don't know if it is. And meanwhile, there's a quick catch and pass here, and the Steelers, well, they've come out of the blocks early, and we're all locked up at 1-1 in the men's 20s quarter final. And could go either way, 2v3 I believe, Kieran tells me. And there's a ball, but it's gone to ground, hasn't hit the target. Kieran?
Boys are starting to get pumped up now. I think there's a bit of banter there, a bit of sledging going on.
Well, as long as it's nice sledging,
Yep.
we're okay with it, because it can create a little bit of fun amongst the players, with a little bit of a razzle-dazzle if you make an error. But we're expecting a few errors in these conditions, so the rain has finally started to ease off. But as you can see, she's a wet track here at CX International Stadium. And we'll go to the radar shortly and see exactly what's happening with the rain. But right now, it's the Steelers trying to make their way through a few puddles. And we'll diffuse there from the Wolves. So they're 10 metres out, just shy of the halfway. in their own half, and the Steelers take a settle there through Menaconga. And they put a kick through early, this time through Toby Peters, and it almost sat.
No, that's a great kick. That's a 50-10.
That's a
50-10.
50-10.
That's a beautiful kick.
Yeah, and the advantage of that is they'll get the ball. So a great tactic there, Kieran.
Nice kick from Toby Peters. We'll see what the Steelers do here.
Up, yellow cones.
No doubt they've got a set play off this tap.
Well, they're 10 metres out now with a fresh set. So an opportunity here. They go the short side, little dummy, show and go. And he's put the ball down, and I think Jobson said the ball was down first. And you tipped him. You said keep an eye on him, and of course he's finally got a try. Trey Barlow, just by a bit of individual brilliance.
Yeah, look, he just holds the defence up because he pauses and then sort of, double jumps or skips, and the defence doesn't know what to do, and then he takes off. He's lightning quick.
Well, he just asks the question, puts the ball in front of him. And like you said, then he does a little hop, skip and a jump. Here's the replay. So look, he's standing flat, eyes up, quick step, bang. Absolutely threw him, and they're too quick through there. Referee Jobson on the spot, said the ball was down. So it's 2-1 right now in favour of the Steelers.
You will be moved to field 16.
Wolves got the early points.
For the games scheduled in the next time slot at 10 o'clock, you will be moved from field 10
So you
to
can
field
see the water
16.
there. He used to love playing in that as a kid. I think it just slowed him down to my pace, all those fast kids. But right now, the Steelers, they're enjoying their footy. They're 2 points to 1. We've got 16 minutes remaining. Second half, the under-20 men's quarter-final. So now they go out to this eastern touchline. There's a little bit of space there. I think that's a late tag, is it? Simultaneous. Heard Jobson call it. What was your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good call from the ref. They're hard ones, those ones.
Oh, what an intercept! And he's managed to pick it up. He's got no one in front of him, runs all the way, and he gets himself a double. Sewell Robinson, a Barney Rubble, and manages to get two there. And, well, we'll see that on the replay. And unlucky for the Steelers and fortunate there for the Wolves, and it puts them back in the game at 2-2. Let's have a look at the replay. Kieran, talk us through it.
Well, they've put a kick down there. It's held up in the puddle. We've just got to wait and see how this changeover happens.
That's fine.
So,
Bring it in.
that's the
I
early.
think it comes off this play here, Jeff.
Wait, let the marker get there. Wait, go. Go, no tags.
Just wanted to repeat that
Tag
again.
one.
Men's open.
That was a
playing
simultaneous
on
tag that he
field
called,
10.
yeah.
You have been
It comes off
moved
this one.
to field
Now the boys
16.
go to shift
Play
it.
on, play on.
It was actually a pretty
yeah.
good take, wasn't it? It was,
Yeah.
it was a good hands there to pick it up and run and score.
Well, he took a punt. If he doesn't get it, the Steelers get it and probably go the rest of the halfway down the field and get points. But it went the other way. The Wolves, they took a risk, and they've just made an error here as they are coming in with another attacking raid. And the Steelers managed to fend that one off. We're all locked up at 2-2, the men's quarter-final. 5 minutes into the second half.
Just another announcement, please, folks.
Go, no tags.
Those in the men's open playing on field 8.
So here we
you
go.
have
Here's
been
this
moved
intercept
now
try.
to field 17.
And you'll see he just gets his fingertips at the Wolves.
Nice
And he
pick up,
goes-
wasn't it? And it was a nice take from the Wolves. He ate there to get his double.
And Robinson.
Who are scheduled to play on field 10.
Robinson manages
you
to
have
get it
been
down.
moved
So
to field 16.
the Steelers again playing with some confidence. Nice cutout pass. Look at this. They still managed to swing it around. The Wolves are at 6 and 7s here. So they managed to get let off, get themselves to the try line. They're 3-on-2. And a short ball there, but the tag was taken, and an absolute try saver from the Wolves there. So the Steelers, we're playing with some confidence here. We're all locked up at 2-2. The men's 20, little tap through.
It's a late
Late
tag.
tag. He's got it that time.
No. Let him get back.
And I don't think it was intentional late tag because his eyes are for the tag, the defender, isn't it? Oh,
One.
jeez, I thought he went over. And it wasn't like it was intentional to
No,
hold the play up. His eyes are for the tag and the players put it away. So the Steelers go with a little switch inside here. And they've got options left and right. So they'll come back this time to the western touchline on the left edge. And the earlier try scorer, that's Barlow. He's trying to dictate around the middle there. What about the footwork on him? Talk about fancy.
Oh.
He'll be smoking the dance floor later tonight down the Hoey Moey. And there's a catch and pass all the way. And referee Jobson blows us to the spot, and the Steelers are in for some fancy footwork earlier from Barlow.
Jarvis Austin scores in the right-hand corner there. It was good play from Barlow, wasn't it? So you could hear the ref say move up there. So there's a rule now for negative play. If the ball carrier starts to move back or the play's negative, the ref will say, move forward. So that's what he did, Barlow, and skips on the outside again, and Jarvis Austin crashes over in the right-hand corner. It was pretty handy play there.
That's a great rule, because I can't stand those people that walk backwards and say, come to me, Yeah, that negative play rule, that's a good rule. So the Wolves now trailing by 3-2. We're just looking at the replay here, the fancy footwork, nice catch and pass, draws in two defenders, and
The three, Caleb Hall did well to tip that ball onto Austin there, didn't he?
He did very well. So here the Wolves now with a regather as we come back to the live vision, and they've put themselves in some good field position here. So they're trailing by 1. It's 3 points to 2. We're in the under-20 men's quarter-final, and the Wolves really need to get themselves a point here to level it up, because at the moment the momentum is with the Steelers. So the Wolves, they try that, and there's a well-diffused kick, but he copped a knee to the head too. Rocked his cap straight off him. Geez, he might have to HIA him, Kieran. Unintentional.
He's subbing himself off.
Yeah, he's gone and subbed himself. Well, hopefully he's not seeing a few of those stars out there. And here goes Barlow again. He's in the space.
Tag flew off.
He's tagged himself. And like you said, they're getting heavier. They've got heavy shirts hanging over them. They're flapping on heavy wet shorts. But they're still happy to throw it around the Steelers. Geez, they're playing with some confidence for mine. And the Wolves, well, they've been matching it, but at the moment it's the Steelers 3, the Wolves 2. We're just over 10 minutes remaining. Here's Barlow, the try scorer. Creating a lot of opportunities around the centre here. Well, there's an error there. He's bumped that one forward. And unfortunately, Barnes has knocked it down, hands it over, Kieran.
Yeah, he's the 43. He was missing a tag, so he tried to slow the play ball up there so he could go up and get his tag. Some contact there.
So Jobson blows a penalty there for the wraparound.
It's just when you go around and make contact. Go on.
And the Wolves now with an opportunity. It's a good field position, so they're just playing it sort of one out at the moment. You can see the Steelers have really been throwing it around with confidence here. So there's a nice little ball, holds it up, but unfortunately to no avail for Manus to get himself through there, and he's been good for the Wolves. So here they come, over to the western touchline, almost through, and definitely playing to the whistle there. Jack Henratty.
I thought he was through there.
Yeah, well, mate, smart. Play to the whistle, because sometimes you feel your short grab and the tag's still on. So here they go with the wraparound. They're finally throwing the ball. Play on, simultaneous, and referee Jobson calls it.
Contact here.
And he calls contact there, near that eastern touchline.
Was it accidentally slips?
So a penalty here for the Wolves, an opportunity to level it all up. Attacking Ray, but we've got a player down there. And we might go to the replay, but you heard referee Jobson say there was contact, unintentional, when he went for the tag. So they go down, hook around two arms. It's almost like they grab the player, isn't it, Kieran? That's what the rule's about. So he's managed to go off.
Yeah, a fair bit happened then. I was actually watching the ball, and there was a great tag in the right-hand corner by the Steelers because they were in there. The ref said play on, so Robinson nearly picked up his third, didn't he?
Well, they're going to miss him because he scored 2 tries, and like you said, he nearly got his third. So hopefully he'll be good to come back in the latter part of this second half. 9 minutes remaining. They go to the western, short side, and they try and go short and off the hip, but unable to get through there with some strong defence there from the Steelers. So the Wolves, they'll shoot it back towards the centre now. Little bit of a wraparound. Some razzle-dazzle. I like that. That looked like a move they've been practising, but unfortunately Sinclair can't find his way through the middle there. Again, some good defence from the Steelers. They're looking for that error. It's going to be a missed tag if they get through, Kieran.
Yeah, they're testing them now with these short balls.
So here they go again to the short side, and Cooper Sinclair unable to make it. 5th and last. And they got numbers, they wrap around, but unfortunately...
They were stacked to the short
Yeah,
side
they-
there, and they
yeah.
had 5 there in 3 metres.
Yeah, and unfortunately there just wasn't enough room there, and the Steelers just managed to cover it, and well read there. So Barlow tries to take a settle there, but he's tags off. So they're a few metres off their own try line. They're in front, the Steelers, 3-2. Still plenty of time remaining for the Wolves, 8 minutes remaining. And the tag's off there for the Steelers now. This time they'll go to Barlow. He manages to put one through. And it's not an easy one to pick up, but he manages to pick it up, and running backwards was probably a good idea, so he doesn't bauble it forward. So a quick settle there by Mavranis, and they find another quick settle now, the Wolves. So they'll work their way up towards the halfway. They love that short side. They're working around the ditch there, but he was tagged well before he offloaded that pass. And he'll take it back there, Gat, and have to play it. So the Wolves now looking for something. There's the kick. It'll probably go down. He's found the driest part of this footy field, and it's been a great cracking kick, Kieran.
Yeah, there's a couple of dry corridors there if you see through the middle of the field, and Steelers hit it before and the Wolves have hit it now. So I think they're trying to get him down this end and force an error.
Mate, to be able to look up and read that and find just a little bit of 3 metres of dry grass corridor like you mentioned, mate, that's great stuff from these under-20s.
It really is, and it's tough because in association tag, you can't practice your kicking because you can only kick on 0, 4 and 5. So, it's really hard to practice your craft.
So there's a kick, and that's come off a Wolves' foot. So he said not play that. So that'll be the 5th and last for the Steelers, and they've just lost 3 metres, and they're well down on their try line. So he puts that one through, again, through that corridor. He manages to get picked up, and he looks for some quick metres in the Wolves' Mavranis. And he gets taken just shy of the halfway. In the middle almost, a mistake there. The Wolves really need to hold on to it. They trail by 1. It's 3-2. The men's 20s quarter-final. Been some great football on display in these trying conditions. It was hissing down at the start of the first half. Eased up now. Just a little bit of drizzle. We'll keep you up to date on the radar throughout the day. But meanwhile, he's a missed tag and manages to make his way through, Popeye.
Geez, quick.
And here goes the quick tap. The Steelers caught napping. And he manages, Parai, he gets his tag taken. I think they're brothers, the number 40 and the 78, both got the same surname. Of course they're brothers. They might be cousins, Kieran, who knows. We'll familiarise with them as the day goes on. So meanwhile, the Wolves on the short side, but... Jeez, no touchies. I'll tell you what, if he scored, I would have looked at that, because I reckon he put his foot out. But, can't take that away from the ref. He can't see down there.
They love the short side raid, the Wolves.
And talk about confident. They run down that little touchline there. So here they go to the left edge now. Opportunity, but the sliding defence is there from Steelers. So they've answered every question the Wolves have thrown at him. Dummy half goes himself. Lets one go.
That's a nice pick-up from Caleb Hall.
In those conditions, to pick up that grubber on the run. So there's a jump. Well, big penalty. A chance here now for the Wolves to trail by 1 to get themselves back in the game. 3 points to 2 here. Men's 20s. Quick tap here from the Wolves. Looks for an opportunity. Can they set something up here in this set of 6 and level it all up? So they got time on their side. A little bit of a jink and a jank, and there's another penalty. Can the Steelers withstand this attacking raid?
Yeah, another wrap there.
Johnson calls it back. There go. A little short tap and a short ball, and his tags are on. Tag off. Tag off. And geez, that was close there.
It's not going to take much. It'll be 1 missed tag, 1 slight error, I think.
Bailey Coyne came hammering through there. So now they'll go to centre field. So tags off again, the Steelers. Can they withstand this raid? Third set of 6 in a row here. And the Wolves, he's lucky he put that to ground and the tag was already off. So now they'll come back. Oh, nice inside ball. There's no one there, but it's gone to the wrong target. There's a hand from the Steelers there. You heard referee Jobson. Double knock on. First one from the Steelers. So the Wolves with about their 4th set of 6. Kieran, can they withstand this raid?
Gee, they're throwing everything at them here.
But I'll tell you what, the Steelers, they're not falling for it. They're just manning up. They're holding their own. And here they go, that short side again. They're working around that ruck. Quick play the ball. Looks for an opportunity. He's unmarked and the ball's down. And he's happy and the Wolves are level it up.
Wow.
It was a simple missed tag. And Ruddy has managed to back himself and go to the corner and get the ball down. Oh, this will look great on the replay because it was just a missed tag caught him napping on the fourth set of 6, Kieran.
It was, and that's obviously why they were trying to build some pressure. And I said it would just be a missed tag. That's it. So they played down that short side again. We'll see a replay in a minute.
Well, it's all levelled up here
3-all.
at 3 points all. And the scoreboard will be updated in a second there on your screen. And we've got 3 minutes remaining. 3 points each. The Steelers and the Wolves, the men's 20s quarter-final. What a cracker for Game 2 here this morning. Got plenty of this coming right throughout the day here on Facebook. On our OzTag Australian Nationals Championships. With 148 teams here across the weekend. Over 2,300 players, Kieran. Wow. Fantastic stuff with some nice ball movement here with the Steelers down the eastern touchline.
They've got a big back line here, Jeff.
Have a look at this. Like you said, a lot of them play rep Australian level, footy level. Geez, they were set deep there. Their block plays ready. What about the tap off? What about the confidence there from Barlow? Geez, he's been good for them. He's created some stuff and that quick tap on. His quick thinking.
He'll test them out here,
Yeah,
Barlow.
so he's gone into the middle now. Tries to draw the defender in. What about the no-look kick? He did it earlier. He's pulled it out again.
He lost his tag, the 7. Johns, his tag fell off.
Tyler Johns. And what about that? Bounced straight into his bread basket. Geez, that would have been a beautiful try for the highlights package. That was lovely football. And geez, that Barlow, he's got some tricks in his bag. Again, he's looking at the broadcast box and he just puts this little grubber through. Knowing to know where the ball's going to be, leaves his hands, he's in wet water, and he still manages to find the perfect kick. So talking about perfect kick, there's another good one from the Wolves, and he finds that dry corridor, and he's managed to slide about 15 metres backwards, the Illawarra Steelers there through Starling.
Yeah, so he can get up there if no one's within tagging distance, Jeff. If his knees are on the ground, he can still get up and play, but the ref said someone was in tagging distance.
Well, they must have got there quick because he slid back 15 on the fly. So here they go now, the Steelers. They love working this eastern touchline. Oh, contact.
He's running straight, he comes across.
So there's a penalty there to the Steelers, and we're all locked up with a minute remaining. 3 points all.
Tag one, go around, play the ball.
And it's been a great game, but for mine, that Trey Barlow, he's been the best for the Steelers in just the way he's dictated around the ruck. And there goes the siren in the background, so we're going to probably go to extra time here.
Out.
Beg your pardon. So that is full time. Our clock is a little bit out on your screen there, so we'll adjust that. So that'll be extra time. We're all locked up, Kieran. What a great game. 3-all here at CX Stadium.
Wow, 3-all. That was a good game, wasn't it? I mean, some exciting play there in very wet conditions, and we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, both ways. Steelers captain. 9.
So referee Jobson, I've got a commander. He's done a great job, this kid. What a great referee. He's just, we'll have a look at the replays. He's just been, he communicates well. So let's have a look at this replay here. That's the intercept try.
Yeah, it wasn't like you said. If he doesn't take that pass, the Steelers probably tip on and score down the left edge.
A nice finish, puts it down, slides it over. So here goes the Steelers here with a fancy footwork.
How long is it?
Barlow.
5 minutes? I'll go on my watch.
Always seems to create something from nothing. Look at this. In, out, bang, jing, jang. And then, yeah, that pass was well timed.
And that's a good pass from Hall
that's
as
right.
well.
He sucked in two, and yeah.
He's thrown the last pass twice, I think, for that try, and the other try down the opposite end.
So welcome if you've just joined us here on the Facebook broadcast. The OzTag Australian National Seniors here. We're going into extra time in this men's 20s quarter-final. The Wolves got themselves back into the game late. Illawarra Steelers had the momentum predominantly throughout that second half. But right now, we're all locked up at 3-all, and we're into extra time and drop-off. So they'll start with 5 apiece. And Kieran, tell us what happens from here.
So, yeah, maximum 5 minutes, 5 players each. And I think the key player here, again, is going to be Barlow.
So here's Barlow now, 5 minutes, 5 players. If they score in this opening set, the Wolves get an opportunity to respond in their reply set.
That's right. And then if they do...
And he's in the space. We might see points early.
Jarvis Austin's in.
So Austin...
For his second. That's a double for
He
Austin.
goes over in the opening set, and we just said that if they score, the Wolves get a chance to reply. Now, they need to score in this set to stay in this game, or the game will be all over with the Steelers taking it out.
Correct.
So a little bit of pressure now on the Wolves, and a bit of pressure on the Steelers with their defence.
Of course, they drop the ball or something, Jeff. It's game over.
It's all over. So it's no mistake football. And this is what it's about at finals level. What a fantastic game we've been blessed with here this morning for our second game. So here we go. The men's 20s quarterfinal in extra time. We're looking for a response here from the Wolves. And they go through, but the defence is too good there from the Steelers. So Jobson, he's got him back at big five, but he's been playing it both ways right throughout the game. And here go the Wolves now, looking to create something from nothing. It's 5 apiece, 5 minutes each way.
Nice
Already
tag.
the Steelers are up. It's 4 points to 3. The Wolves need to score in this set, or it's all over. So here they go now. They come to the outside. They come back under into space. And there you go. And he manages to get one. Henratty. And that's his second try also. So we're all locked up at 4-all. Kieran, what a game.
Wow, there's so much more space out there now, Jeff. Obviously with 5 players, and Barlow just bit a little bit in defence there, and yeah, he's turned the ball back under, and we're square again.
So we'll have a look at the replay here.
He just gets the tag.
And yeah, it comes under.
I think it's a double for the 0-1.
Yeah, it's definitely, Jack Henratty. I hope I got the pronunciation right there for you, Jack. Mate, you got a double. You can celebrate that down at the local tonight. Oh, and there's a tag that's fallen off from the Steelers. So, am I right in saying that next point wins? Or is it set for set here, Kieran, now that they've both got a point
I think it's back to set for set again, Jeff.
Okay.
I think. Obviously, but it's just a maximum of 5 minutes. So we're at the 3-minute mark now.
Okay, and goes to the first point scorer, but it looks like the Steelers have gone in.
Jarvis Austin again. That's his third. That's a hat-trick for Austin. Of course, it come through Barlow again.
Off a Barlow pass, which has been good for them. And we have to do some on-field interviews throughout the day. And if we get a chance, we might have a chat to Trey Barlow, because he's been good for them.
I'll see if I can track him down for you, Jeff.
Well, here we go right now. The Wolves, they really need to level up. They trail by 1. Who makes the first error? If they make an error in this set,
Game over.
it's all over.
Second.
If the Steelers make the defensive error, well, they're back in it. So it's 5 points to 4 in favour of the Steelers. We're in extra time. There's only 2 minutes remaining of this 5-on-5. And there's a rotate spin and a missed tag, and he's in again. And he's been great for them. Henratty,
That's a hat-trick for him as well.
he's got himself a triply.
Leave it. Come on. He's taking the halfway. Don't carry on.
Oh, well, you can hear Jobson telling the Steelers player, like, just play football. It's been a great game. And Kane Barnes, well, he's not happy. So, Kane Barnes had a little bit to chat there, but can't take away from Jack Henratty. That was a great try. Backed himself, and he scored both tries in this extra time.
What you don't want in this scenario is to make a mistake, and then the ball gets turned over.
So we're all locked up at 5-all here. Who makes the first error? It's 5-on-5. Oh, cut out pass and an intercept. Close the gates. Here he goes again. Down the right edge. And he manages to go in and gets himself 4 tries in a final. Jack Henratty. And the team run in to celebrate. Amazing scenes here on Field 1 at CX Stadium. And they've just got themselves through to the semi-final after an outstanding quarter-final display. And what a comeback from the Wolves, Kieran.
That's exactly the same. If the Steelers catch the ball there, they score down the other end. Intercept try, the Wolves score down the right-hand corner. Same as the first half. But, yeah, Austin, who scored himself a hat-trick, he throws the intercept there, unfortunately. And, gee, he's got some wheels, hasn't he? That's his 4th try, yeah?
Well, that's his 4th try, and to score that in a final, that amount of tries, and, you know, we're big raps on Trey Barlow, but I've got to say, Jack Henratty, he has really stood up in the latter part of this game when it counted. He's just put on 3 tries to go home and bring the Wolves to a win and put them through to the semi-final. So what a great game of football that was for the men's 20s, and we'll try and get down there, maybe have a chat with someone.
That was 3 tries in that right-hand corner
Yeah.
for Henrati.
Yeah, and it was funny. We didn't see much of him during the game, so I think that was due to the defence. So have a look at the replay here.
Jarvis Austin showed some
Yeah.
nice speed there.
These are the second half tries.
And then he just turns the ball back under, and the defence bit a little bit, and Henrati goes in again.
There he goes with that step, sends it down that right edge, and manages to go in. Jarvis Austin, well, he's bagged a triple. But they don't. It'll hurt. Not coming up with the win.
Yeah, look, you don't like
look at that. Nice, yeah. So these
loves
are all
the
the
corner.
extra points. Yeah, this is the extra time tries that we're watching right now on your screen. And look at that ball, and there's the cutout. Jeez, I tell you, the ball hits target, it goes the other way. And look at the celebration there, Jack Henrati. And then the team just came charging in.
He certainly liked that bit of grass in that right-hand corner.